So, what's it like to bike in the beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii? That's the question I'm asking today. And I'm going to be looking at a bunch of online resources that are also available to you to see what it's like to bike in Honolulu, Hawaii. I can't imagine you're biking up this mountain right here. It looks a little bit steep. Well, I guess it's a volcano, technically, right? But nonetheless, extremely steep. And I want to let you know I've never actually even been to Hawaii. Really, what I'm doing today is looking at the resources online. So take everything with a grain of salt. And also, if you live and bike in Honolulu, I would love to potentially interview you for this show to kind of unveil a lot of information that otherwise people wouldn't have about Honolulu, and hopefully improve the cycling infrastructure here, there, bring awareness to it. And to start, I'm going to look at the Strava Heat Map, showing some popular places to ride. So you can kind of see this main like vein here, which could be like biking along maybe a rail trail, along the water. I imagine a lot of people come visit here and bike along the water. I do want to show you something though, that with the topographical elevation, like you've got steepness right there. So the city itself is kind of fairly flat, which gives you opportunities for traverse. But as far as like going across or up the, I guess basically all of Hawaii was created by volcanoes and by volcanic eruptions and activity. But I guess you could still call these mountains, right? I'll have to clarify that with my associate, google.com, in the future. For now, I'll just call them mountains. So yeah, as far as the walk score, they say it's a 95 out of 100 and bike score 75 out of 100. Pretty solid, very bikeable, from what it says. I see some dedicated bike paths, which is exciting. This is a 5.2 mile Pearl Harbor bike path, 1.7 mile, 3.5 mile, mostly along the water. That's really not in Honolulu though. That's more so in other areas. So I'm surprised it got a 75, considering what I do know about Honolulu is it has some of the worst traffic in all of the United States. Like it's like LA bad. There's so much tourism there. Looks like there's some bike lanes here. Let's see what the street view looks like on this like main bike lane downtown. See, yeah, it just looks like it's like a painted bike lane, nothing too special. Unfortunately, let's look at like maybe a few more like we've got this bike path here we can look at. Okay, that's definitely nice walking and biking. You're probably going to have to watch out for tourists, but you're literally on the beach there, and that just looks so beautiful. Yeah. So as far as mountain biking, you actually have some stuff on the other side of the mountain. This is a 9.3 mile I'm going to butcher these pronunciations. I'm very sorry. But yeah, let's see where the trailhead is. Wow. One of a kind through tropical rainforest. That is just beautiful. Let's see. I want to navigate there. Where would we park? Or where would we bike to? Doesn't look like, I don't think biking there is really going to be much of an option because of the way you have to traverse around the mountains. Like you probably gonna have to go on this 72, the Kalaniani Highway. Again, I'm butchering these pronunciations. I'm sorry. Ohana Trail. Okay. Let me search Ohana Trail. MTB. Maps. And see how far you are from Honolulu. Oh, that's the wrong trailhead. Okay, let me drop a pin right here because I see it's like right here-ish, right? Although I do see these trails here, the Nahuina Trail, and I did see Strava action on these trails right here. And maybe it's not permitted to bike there, and maybe that's not why it's not on Mountain Bike Project, but it does look like it's potentially possible. Let's just take a look. Yeah, it says trail closed to mountain bikes. Okay. So you're not biking there, but hiking, and I mean, the views are just epic. Look how rooty that is. I don't know if you'd want to mountain bike it anyways. Um, you can mountain bike anything. It it depends on your preferences, I guess. But let's go back to Honolulu. By the way, Honolulu is not the only Hawaiian island, and a lot of people probably don't know that. Or sorry, Honolulu, the island it's on is Oahu. Um, is that correct? Honolulu is on what island? On is Honolulu on is Oahu and Honolulu? One can find Honolulu on the island of Oahu. Honolulu covers an area from the southeast end. Yeah, so Oahu is not the only island in the chain of Hawaiian islands. There's a lot of options, but this is probably what gets the most tourism. There's also, yeah. So let's see what this is called again. This is called. So let's see. If you're driving to like Enchanted Lake, that would be a similar drive. Or actually, no, this would probably be a faster drive. 61 to get to this part of the trailhead. And this is the Mauna Willi Trail. Mauna Willi Falls Trailhead. There we go. Okay. Temporarily closed. We're starting in Honolulu. 11 miles. Okay. 21-minute drive and an hour bike ride. So definitely possible to get there by bike if you really wanted to. But it looks like if you wanted to ride mountain bikes and be on the island of Oahu, you're going to want to be over here on the northeast, or I guess like the eastern part of the island here. Southeast part, really. Beautiful. It like the sights. Let's just see what the Falls Trailhead is like. Okay. So beautiful. Wow. It's epic. Enter here. You see the bike right there? That says, hey, bikers, you can come here. I love that. Or it also says like maybe like this is dangerous mountain biking. We never found the person that brought this bike here. All these pictures are from people submitting them to Google Photos. Thank you the information that's out there is just so cool. As far as bike packing, I didn't see any routes on the island or in Hawaii in general from bikepacking.com, although I'm sure you could make some camping out of it. And there's nothing on adventure cycling routes as well, although I wish there were. I really wish there were. As far as gravel biking on the island of Oahu, nothing in Honolulu, but in the northwest part, looks like you got some more options. So let's see how far it is to get to this area. This is like Pupukea, Hawaii to Honolulu. 40 miles to get there. And yeah, you might want to stay there if you really love gravel riding. Let's look at, I think these are the gravel roads. Nope, that's not a gravel road. Pupukea. It looks very smooth, that road. Mostly car traffic. No cyclist in sight yet. Sharks Cove. Quite alarming. So, Honolulu. The weather there, amazing. Every month is above a 7 in the comfort index. Overall, it's an 8.3. Like, you're going to deal with some heat July, August, September. August and September are actually the same. And then December, February, I mean, it's just nice. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of rain. 49 inches of rain per year, as opposed to the U.S. average of 38, which actually isn't that much more than average. And you get 271 sunny days out of 205 sunny days. So, what I wish Honolulu had was like some better interconnectivity. I mean, honestly, with the views on Oahu, if you were able to create a bike touring trail and bike packing and bike touring infrastructure that goes all the way around the island, you would have one of the best bike touring destinations in the world. I mean, the views from there would just be absolutely insane. This is forest reserve here, and it doesn't seem like there's enough interconnectality. I mean, like, you're gonna be driving places oftentimes, I think, if you're getting from spot to spot. And I bet biking on those roads is probably a little sketchy because of the auto traffic that's like looking out at the beautiful views and not really paying attention at the bikers on the side of the road. So again, I haven't experienced it firsthand, but I would love to speak to someone that potentially has. And if that's you, just go down to the description. You can find some more information there. And I definitely want to encourage you to do some research on your own, especially if you're visiting Hawaii. Try to locate yourself in a way that you're able to bike to the places you want to go, whether that's the beach or the golf courses or like whatever it may be. If you're going to the golf course with your golf bag on your back, it might be a little hard to bike, but nonetheless, you can do it. Maybe you get some rentals. If you're mountain biking there, it looks like you want to be near Mauna Willi. If you want a gravel bike, it looks like this area in the northern part of Oahu would be best. But Honolulu proper, you're definitely going to have some rail trails along the water, but doesn't look like anything too crazy extensive. I hope someone can prove me wrong in the comments below and show me the coolest roads or routes to bike there. Please let me know. And thanks for watching. We've got a ton more videos just like this one. And until next time, keep riding, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.